So, hi guys, it's Richard Rocks from 100% Random, and today we're going to be talking about stop motion. What is stop motion? Well, the definition is right here, and as you see, the definition is really complicated. So today, I will be teaching you in more detailed how to make stop motion. The first main rule is don't take the video, but just take the video. And if you guys don't get that, I'll explain it to you. So this is the video, and this is a no-no, not this. It's the video I'm talking about. Say cheese! You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to take multiple shots. Keep on stopping, going, stopping, going. Don't say anything. Everything is better when we stay together. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. The Lego movie. Everybody who have watched that movie must have wondered, how do they do that good of graphics? They're animation cartoons. How do they do that? They're like mini figures, which are so small. As small as this. How do they do it? And they use stop motion. You know the movie Shaun the Sheep? The first one was an awesome hit. They use stop motion. You know Cars? They probably use stop motion. I'm not sure if they did, but looking at the animation, I think they did. A lot of special awesome things use stop motion. And I'm going to show you me filming a stop motion movie. I'm going to show that stop motion movie to you too, okay? First up, I recommend Stop Motion Studio to make these things, or Snap. They're saying things that like these are 3 apps I recommend, or InLight video editor. Those are good. After you're done, you should get either Filmora Go or iMovie to put them together and make it more clean. And then we can get started. I would recommend you get a cast. Wait, sorry. Storyboard. It doesn't have to be specific, like as you see. Stick figures, really bad pictures. Because I didn't use my time. I used my time on the cast, which we'll talk about next. So, here's the storyboard I have. And yeah, if you saw this cast, you can relate. And this is how it works. And now, you have to use this to make your cast. So now, you just crumple this off. You got 3 racing cars. I know these don't look race cars. Here's the dragon I was talking about, or the snake monster. These are the 3 people. Don't mind that guy. These 3. That 4th guy is like the contestant person who rides his epic bike here. And he just sits on it. And he's like the commentator. So yeah, this is the cast. Now what we need to do is start taking random pictures on this cast in storyboard and theme, and then we just put them together and speed up the frames per second. Let's go back to that later. Now, what is frames per second? FPS. That's, if you look on the cameras of normal, like cameras, you can go buy them and it says like 30 frames per second, 24 frames per second. 1 frame per second is really laggy, and like frames per second is basically 1 picture per second. So my voice would be like that. Well, 30 frames per second is like this. This is basically right here, 30 frames per second. Normal cinemas are about 24 to 30 frames per second, and they have 60 frames per second too, but Hollywood hasn't really adopted to that because they just think it's too smooth for the eye. And yeah, so I would recommend you speed up the frames per second, because 1 frame per second is like crazy slow, and it looks like really weird. It looks like kind of laggy and dreamy, like it's like you see that motion, right? That's exactly how it is, except the whole thing. Well, 30 frames per second is this normal hands movement. So yeah, you have to think about that too. You can put it on anything you want, but I would recommend the higher numbers for smoother quality. And if you go in iMovie, there's this thing called speed. So you can speed it up if you think that you went too slow. Now, let's go into the action, okay? I'm in stop motion. Now let me just make a new movie. And then just dismiss this. I don't want to buy any apps. Now here's my main storyboard right here. Now, this is going to be my monster. I'm just going to make him stay there. And then, let me just get this guy right here. The igloo dude. I'm just going to put him right here. This guy right here. The igloo dude. I'm just going to put him right here. And then take a picture. And then let me just put it like that. Take a picture. And then let me just make that monster come here. Picture that. And then here. And then I'm going to make this. Yeah, it's a really, really long process. Picture. And then you take this. This is just the stop motion studio I'm using. But you be aware, and then you can't use your camera roll for this because then you need to buy it. Picture. I'm just going to keep on doing this. And I'm just going to show you the final thing. And now this guy's going to speed up. And then we just made this guy so that he falls down. And there you go. Perfect. You see that? So that's how you do it. Now, over here, picture. And then let me just do all this and break it up. And then let me just take a picture. Ta-da! That's a 17 picture storyboard. Let's see how we did. Haha! See, that was such a cute one. And then, I feel like, let me just speed up the frames per second. Maybe I can just do this. And then, let me just make him fall down. You see how that goes? Maybe first. You can do... Okay, that's too fast. Maybe, how about 20? No, how about 18? 18 is good. Done. Now let's see how we did. See? That's too fast. You saw how I did that. Now, you just go to iMovie. And then I'll show you through that too. Let's get started for the 7th time. Here we have it on iMovie. This is the iPad version. I would recommend that because on the computer version it's really trash. So how I did this was I screen recorded it and then I just came here and then I pressed plus over here and I said movie. Then I just added that one right there and then it came up into that thing. This thing right here. Now you have to press edit. Now, you can just add things like you can speed it up really fast so that it just goes like this. You see that? Or you can slow it down. Yeah, it's too slow. Maybe, yeah, I don't want to show that. That was like 47 seconds, so. Let me just go back to normal speed, maybe a little faster. No, I like that speed. And then we can split it, or detach the audio, or duplicate it. Then you can add some titles, but be aware, I would say you need to split it so that you can add the title. Like I want to write right here, split, because then if I do it here, the title would come there and it would be the whole thing. So if you think about it, that kind of makes sense. It's not a glitch. It really makes sense. And now you can choose one. Let's do focus. Then you you can type your thing in here, right here. Like, let me do. And then let me write to be continued. Now, let's see how we did it. Boom! Boom! So that's basically the main thing. You can also add some sound effects, music, soundtracks, and you can even add voiceovers. Like 3, 2, 1, go. Well, basically this. Whoa, monster's coming! Ah, I'm dead! Monster coming! Ah, I'm dead! And you accept it. And then you come here, you can cut it. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, monster's coming! Ah, I'm dead! Monster coming! Ah, I'm dead! Haha, yeah, that's funny. That's how you can do it. And yeah, it's basically the main stuff. Now let me show you my complicated film I made. So this one might be a little confusing, but what I'm going to tell you is these guys are just walking down the street, and they meet each other, they talk together, and they start a fight, and this other dude comes, and he's a rare figure, so he doesn't have those movable legs. Then he comes here, he walks and walks and walks and walks and walks. Then he comes here, he comes here, and then the cars come. All 3 of the cars come, and they're still fighting. And then there you go, and then boom. That's the second car. It doesn't look like a race car, but too bad. And then this third one looks the most race car-ish. And then he just pushes that car over there, and they're still trash talking, those 3 people. And then they get ready, and then this motorcycle guy. Oh yeah, it's a trick. You can use some yarn or something to make something fly. Or do some black flips. Black flips, I mean. And then, yeah, they get up. They get ready to race. And then you can make them walk however you want them to walk. But just make it, like, close. Don't make it, like, too far apart from each other. Because then it'll, like, be really weird. And now they're getting ready to race. That guy comes there. But this part's really confusing. Like, you see the lineup? Make a lineup. Then 3, 2, 1. Get ready to race. Go! And then that means it's go time. And they go, and he smashes into them, and then he falls over because this guy pushes him over. And this guy goes above him. He's okay. He's not injured or anything. And he's like that. And that guy's done too. But then this monster comes. It's a really cool effect. Like, it goes into the camera, comes back out. And we go swimming. Yeah, he does an epic, really close turn. We go, and then the motorcycle dude also goes running in front of him.
If I remember, I might make another video.
They all stand up, they look at the monster, and they go running. But that was a little trouble making them stand, so I used to use a clay to make them stand like that. And now they're just running on the platform, and the motorcycle guy comes, and there you go, and this car dude comes, and then runs away, and then he flies
the big
above.
project I'm working on is taking a really, really long time because it's like 2-minute stop motion video picture thing. That's almost 600 pictures. 600. Yeah, so the gist is it takes a really long time, and you know what frames per second is? If you don't know, it's basically pictures per second. It's the less pictures, the more dreamy it is, and like more laggy, and your voice and your arms are in sync. And the more it is, it's more smoother and stuff like that. 60 frames per second is too smooth for the eye by Hollywood customers and stuff like that. So yeah, and then you probably saw my big picture. Tell us what it was about. Yeah, that's all I want to tell you. Oh, no, that's not all I wanted to tell you. We got 3 subscribers in 2 days, which is awesome. It's probably my record. Well, not really my record. That one time I got 4 subscribers in 4 days. But you get the point. And we were down. We had 18, and then a week later we were back to 16. So I thought when we had 18, it was road to 20. But when we got 16, we were back to, like, nothing. Just after road to 15. So now we got 19. We're only one away from road to 20. So if one of you who are watching have not subscribed, please subscribe. And I will be super happy. You can comment down below who subscribed. And I will shout you out in the next video if you subscribed as the 20th subscriber. Okay? So it's really awesome. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this video about stop motion. I might have said things repeatedly over and over. Might have wasted some of your time. I'm sorry about that. But at least I got everything done and I made sure that you understood. Okay? So I had a reason for telling you more than one time. It was so that you make sure that you get what I'm telling you. Okay? So thanks for watching. Bye!